part 8 of 8 of this little mini series, episode 83. We're at to this point, but really I didn't know how I wanted to kind of have this episode 100. I knew I wanted to do a little bit of a project, but I didn't know if I wanted to put it all into one episode, put it all into kind of some mini parts. That's what I ended up doing. Now I will say this took a lot longer than expected, so if there was ever a video or a bunch of videos where I'm begging for likes pretty much. I never like to throw likes, I never like to throw the subscription kind of thing in anyone's face. However, this video took a lot more time, and all these videos took a lot more time than usual. So if there was ever a video to like, that I'm asking you guys to like, it would be kind of this little mini series. Even though this kind of series really isn't for the reoccurring subscribers, it's more for the new people, where if they came to my channel and they're always asking, like, how did you get your overall up to this point? How did you get your coins to this point? Well, now I can kind of link them a series that they can watch and pretty much get up to date and get caught up to date, and it's a kind of proof pretty much of how I was able to get my coins. But as well, with the emergence of the no money spent, with the emergence of this YouTube, we created a Discord pretty much. And well, this wasn't the first day the Discord was out. This was like a week or two after. But I'm really I'm not proud. It sounds corny, but like, I'm not proud, but it's pretty awesome to see. Initially, when the Discord first started, it was pretty much everyone would just sit around and wait for me to type basically what I was doing at all times. And I didn't get annoyed by it, but I'm like, you guys gotta understand that I'm not gonna be there around every single minute to answer every question. And now the community, basically over the past couple of weeks, I don't even have to go in there, and there's always people typing about investments and helping really other people, which really was kind of a goal of mine with the Discord. I kind of wanted to build a community where I necessarily didn't have to be in there at all times, but there are other people to answer questions, answer frequently asked questions, and help basically everyone get the coin total, get any card they want in the game. So really proud really of the way the Discord has kind of built over the past couple of weeks. But now, man, we're all the way up into episode 90, the aftermath of Doomsday. We're trying to sell off our core elite kind of failures, our not no money spent, our limited time investments, our T.Y. Hiltons are still kind of hanging around, our J.C. Horns are kind of hanging around, because at this point there was a little bit of a dead period between the most feared content and the harvest content. So I was really patient actually with selling off my failed core elite investments, and really Aaron Donald just kept going down. I kept losing more and more coins by the day pretty much, but the T.Y. Hilton and the J.C. Horn investments ended up being really well. And now our priority, our focus, our coins. Now I know throughout this whole thing, I don't really want you guys to focus on the coins in the top right, but more listen to my voice of actually how many coins I had, because a lot of times the Madden season, well, if you are investing in a lot of cards, you're really actually never going to have your peak coin total in the top right of your screen. You're always going to be doing the next investment. You're always going to have hundreds of thousands of coins basically invested into the next big thing. And well, at this point in episode 90, we talked about the team of the week investing, but again, I mean, you look at the 184. This was really the last weekend, pretty much, or last week that I fully invested into team of the week, because honestly, it became quite exhausting, pretty much having to buy 150 team of the weeks every week and then sell off 150 team of the weeks. And yeah, I was making like 2 to 3 mil off these team of the week investments, but man, it's overrated. Having all these coins, man, I really kind of went overboard throughout this year. I don't really need 20 million coins. I really need like 3 to 4 mil. It's all you really need with Madden 22 Ultimate Team, really in any Ultimate Team. Went a little bit overboard, so I really was going to reel myself in terms of coin making method, and I want to really to focus more on the YouTube side aspect of Madden 22. So I basically have started at episode 90 to kind of pull back on my coin making methods, or not my coin making methods, but more of like the quantity basically I was doing the team of the week investing. However, I wanted to up the quantity of the limited time investments, because we had seen basically over the past couple of weeks, those are the most consistent, they are the most safe investments. So that's why I basically went all in on T.Y. Hilton, I went all in on J.C. Horn, and now instead of buying 1 or 2 of the team of the week limiteds, I've been buying like 4 to 5 every single week. The Thursday limiteds, instead of buying 1 or 2 like previous weeks, I've been buying 2, 3, sometimes even 5 of the Thursday limiteds, because, well, it was the most easy on me in terms of time spent. You gotta understand, making YouTube videos during the day, there's only so many hours basically I can hop on Madden and, well, sell off a bunch of team of the week investments, sell off a bunch of limited time investments, then also just enjoy games and enjoy other games as well, right? We've gotten Call of Duty, we've gotten Halo, there's a bunch of other games I enjoy playing, and as well, making YouTube videos, there's only so much time in the day, so I wanted to kind of adjust my coin making priorities. Instead of basically team of the week investing, where it'd be so many, basically the quantity would basically take up all my time during the week, and now we're going to focus more on more quarterly investing into the harvest promo and other promos moving forward, as well as limited time investing. It's the easiest on me in terms of time and efficiency. But going into the harvest promo, we actually didn't invest an insane amount into core elites because we didn't know kind of the content structure. Unlike most feared part 1, part 2, part 3, we kind of knew what we were getting in terms of what overalls, what kind of players we expected. Harvest, we had no idea going into it. Well, part 1 actually was a huge W in my opinion. We kind of saw the content structure was going to be a lot like most feared part 3, where we had some champion cards and then we had some lower overall heroes that were 92 overalls for the harvest. So basically going in from harvest part 1, now moving into harvest part 2, we kind of knew what to expect with the content, so we could basically go all in on our quarterly investments. And now at this point, most of the core elite cards have gotten upgrades either through most feared, they've gotten limited times, they've gotten team of the weeks, maybe they got a harvest part 1. There was a select few number of cards that were 1, able to get upgrades, and 2, if their upgrades were to, or basically if they were to get upgrades, their core elite would actually be pretty good. So this is the likes we're going to invest heavily basically during basically harvest part 1 week and going into harvest part 2 into the likes. We'll go after Denzel, Ward, Derwin James, Trent Brown, but really most feared part 1 is probably the best investment was the limited time cards. We saw Nick Bosa and Robbie Anderson. Well, Nick Bosa and Robbie Anderson are high meta cards. Robbie Anderson, the new fastest wide receiver in the game, and well, we picked up a bunch of Joey Bosa, or not, damn, I'm sorry, Joey Bosa. I picked up a bunch of Nick Bosas at about 410k, and we bought a couple of Robbie Andersons at 700k. Now you see on the screen, Robbie Anderson all the way peaked at 900,000 coins, and Nick Bosa's already at 525k at this very moment. And well, going into harvest part 2, let's just say we hit the lottery in terms of our core elite investments. Derwin James didn't get a card, however, with the kind of hype building towards Blitz, Derwin James didn't really crash in price. However, Denzel Ward was the real moneymaker going into harvest part 2. We had, not really for some reason, but pretty much I had bought about 20 Denzel Wards, and I've always basically preaching sell into the hype. We need to learn from Aaron Donald, from DK Metcalf, where we'd actually sell during the week to the anticipation building up towards a promo. And well, Denzel Ward was pretty much a discard for an 83, and there really was no hype in Denzel Ward going into harvest part 2, so I happened to just hold on to 20 of him. And well, you're gonna see episode 97, the harvest part 2 promo hit, and this is probably my favorite kind of drop so far we've gotten this year, because again, I like kind of the current day theme. We got Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara, and Khalil Mack, 3 cards heavily due for an upgrade. Alvin Kamara not really, but Tyreek Hill and Khalil Mack were well overdue for an upgrade. Matthew Stafford was the limited time card, but as well, the 92 overall hero cards that came with this harvest part 2 promo were huge dubs in my opinion. We saw the likes of Deebo Samuel get, I think it's like 3rd or 4th card, but I'd kind of progressed to the Niners theme team at this point. So Deebo Samuel was a huge W for my personal team as well. We saw the likes of Mark Andrews get a card. He was another one of our main investments. It was really Denzel Ward, Mark Andrews, Derwin James, and Trent Brown going into this promo. And we hit 2 out of 4. Elijah Vera Tucker, a left guard, now getting an upgrade. There's a lot of offensive linemen now that you can build your no money spent team through with NCATs during sets. But man, Mark Andrews we were picking up at 78,000 coins, and now 32,000. And Denzel Ward, I know on the screen it says 78k, but we've been buying him at about 5.5k, had about 20 of him, and he went all the way up to about 45,000 coins, and that's really where we sold most of our off. And man, it was really exciting. Basically, after most feared part 3 kind of failure, harvest kind of rebounded for our quarterly investments and gave me a little bit of confidence boost going into now future Madden promos. That right, my quarterly investments, they could still be good, but we're gonna learn basically from our mistakes throughout this entire no money spent journey, right? We've gone through so many different coin making methods. We've added to our coin making method bag. We have so many methods to the point where if one doesn't work well, we can go to the other. We have legend set methods, team of the week investments, limited time investments. There's so many different ways you can make coins, and well, we are caught up now to current day. We have 17 mil in the bag with a couple of cards left to sell, but our current team right now, we have some of my favorite players. My team is really fluttered with a bunch of current day players because that's what I like to play Madden. The most at you like a Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara. On the defensive side of the ball, we are 25 at 25 Niners. So we picked up the recent likes of Jason Verrett, Deion Sanders. We have Chase Young, Khalil Mack, all some of my favorite players in the NFL today. A bunch of dogs really at the pass rushing position. And when we go to my binder, yes, we have 17 mil, but we have a couple of Evan Engrams left to sell. And it's funny, man. I was making basically part 1 and part 2 of this video, watching the MCS stream for Madden. Well, EA pretty much had to spit in my face, and well, I had zero basically idea. Madden drops Kyle Pitts limited edition. Well, of course he's gonna have +1 speed. Of course, pretty much making this, I pretty much had to laugh it off and be like, damn, of course we're gonna have to end basically this kind of little mini series with an L, pretty much. So that's what Evan Engram is. He has dropped over 100k. We bought all of him at 600,000 coins, and well, now he's had about 520,000 coins. Just ironic, of course, how we end this kind of little series off with an L investment, but that's EA pretty much punching me in the face to end this series. We have a bunch. Basically, we nailed again, by the way, I will say, I'll take accountability for when I get a missed investment, a bad investment. I steer you guys wrong, but you got to give me some credit when we nail some investments, man. Derwin James got an upgrade. Justin Jefferson, we haven't seen got a card yet. Lamar Jackson, I wasn't completely invested in. I really didn't think he'd get an upgrade. However, he did, so our Blitz investments are looking good. But that is going to be all for this long mini-series. Got a turkey bowl to play in a couple of hours. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed kind of this mini-series that have been going to be released basically throughout Thanksgiving Day. I'll basically be back Thanksgiving night, hopefully. I know the Blitz kind of content is getting revealed like completely at like 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, my time. So I'll be back at my crib basically a couple hours after that. Gonna go visit some family, gonna be at the grandparents' house, spending some time with them all day. That's how my Thanksgivings are. So I'll be back around 8 to 9 o'clock my time. So I'll be a little late on kind of the content drop, but we will have a Blitz Market Monday theme video where we'll go over basically what the plan is this week and how we're gonna invest. What to do basically with your core elites that have gone upgrades, that haven't gone upgrades, and everything. But that's it. That's going to be all for episode 100 of the No Money Spent. Like, comment, subscribe. The link to the Discord is in the description. It's been a long night. And until tomorrow night, peace.